So go ahead and flip to your subtraction across zeros paper. We are going to be just practicing that box trick that you've learned in 3rd grade. But I'm going to push you to some larger numbers and some different decimals and things like that along with it. So here we go. Take a look at the model. Just do this one with me. 3 minus 4. There's more on the floor, so we go next door and get 10 more. There's nothing to grab, so we're going to box until we can steal something. Okay? And now we're going to get 10 more by crossing this off. This one turns into a 4, and then we have 9, 9, but don't forget to get 10 more. So this is 13 now, and you'll go ahead and do your subtraction. 12, 11, 10, 9, 9, 8, 7, 6, 9, 8, 7, and 4. Keep things in their columns. Start at the decimal and 4,000. Okay. All right, over to here. It's the same thing, it just has a money symbol. Okay. All right, 0 minus 3, more on the floor, go next door. There's nothing to steal. We're going to box until you can steal something. Do not box the second 5. We don't need it. You will get a wrong answer if you mess around like that. So over until you can steal something. Cross it out. This is a 4. These are 9s. Okay, you can sort of see 500 is 499. Okay, that's sort of what we're doing there. And get 10 more. Don't forget about that part. 10 minus 3, 7, 9, 8, 7, 9 minus 1, 8, 4 minus 3 is 1. The decimal, when you're dealing with money and decimals, just goes straight down when you're adding or subtracting. Okay? And now don't forget about your 5 here. 5 minus nothing is 5, and you need your dollar symbol. $518.77. Every bit of work you do, take your calculator and you're going to want to type it in and make sure you are correct. So 550 minus 31.23 equals 518.77. I do want you to see this too. We're not writing it like this. 31.23. The decimals, when you are adding and subtracting, need to be lined up together. And this decimal is here, and this one is here, so this isn't accurate. That's why we have to put those other zeros in there to make it look like this. Okay? All right, so here's some practice ones that you're going to do on your own. So I want you to pause. Actually, don't pause the video. Let's go ahead and just do certain ones together, and then you can fly and tackle it on your own. I do want you to go to this one, though, with me, because I purposely doubled extra numbers over here and put a random number in here. So I want you to be aware of this situation. So 0 minus 2, you can't do it. So more on the floor, go next door. Pay attention! Or can you go next door? Yes. So you don't need to box. Go next door, this is a 1, and get 10 more. You would do the normal thing that you do. Just because we're doing box doesn't mean you're always boxing everything. 10 minus 2 is 8, and now we're at 1 minus 6. We can't do it, so more on the floor, go next door. Now there's nothing, so we're going to box until you can steal something. Cross it out. 5, 9, and get 10 more. Okay, now you can do 11 minus 6. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Decimal. 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 minus nothing is 3. Dollar symbol. $316.58. Check your work. 360. You don't 0.2 or 0.20 minus 43.62, 316.58. So we're correct. All right, let's go ahead and take a peek at some of these. Jen goes to Toys R Us, don't care. But Jen does spend this much on a new game. She pays the cashier with a $50 bill. Bracket the question. What will her change be? It's our first time on our hint sort. The word change means subtraction. Okay? All right, so you need to change this to standard form, get rid of word form every time you see something like this. So $50 is written like this. Okay? And the reason we're writing it like this is because this one has 2 decimal places. So we're going to write 50 like this instead of just 50. Okay? All right, then make sure you do big number minus small number. 2714, and it is a dollar symbol. Go ahead and do your subtraction, make sure your answer has this, and then answer the question. Her change will be, and then you can put what you have. Okay? All right. Notice some little things like this. Steve buys 2 games for $34.20 each. He gives the cashier a $100 bill. What will his change be? So this is what should be written down, and you need to pay attention to this. Each means he has 2 games, and they are each this amount of money. Let's change it to standard form. $34 and, which means we know means decimal, 20 cents. 20. Cents is the hundredths place. Okay, so now, and we know this is 100. Can we keep it just like this? Nope, because this has 2 decimal places. We need to make a match. Okay, now you can go ahead and do your subtraction, but here's the problem. Are both games this price? Or is this the price for each game? So each in this case does mean times, or we can just add the 2 together instead, and we can do, instead of 34.20 times 2, we could just do 34.20 plus 34.20, or you can do it on your calculator. Okay, but you're capable of this also. You can add them up, just make sure the decimal point stays there. And then you know how much the games actually cost before he pays the $100 to get change. Okay, all right, flip over to the back. Okay, you have some more word problems with money and subtracting across zeros. So my expectation for you is this. Underline important info. Okay, she goes to the grocery store, spends this much money, pays with a $50 bill. Right away, change this to standard form. Bracket the question. What will her change be? We're subtracting. Here's your workspace. You can even, a lot of kids will do something like this to separate their space. So I would recommend that. And then you can do your work and get your official answer. So her change will be, and then write your answer. Okay. All right. Here's what dinner costs. He gives the waiter a $20 bill. Baseball game, buys a bag of popcorn that costs 98 cents. It's cents. Pennies are the hundredths place. He gives the cashier a $5 bill. What will the change be? So understand, 98 cents is what you're dealing with. Okay? Don't write 98 with a cents symbol. Keep it as a whole number with a decimal. All right, and then down here, this doesn't mean don't do it. You need to do it. Brian buys 2 pieces of candy. Each piece of candy is $1.12, and he pays with a $10 bill. What will his change be? It's just like this situation here, okay? Because he's buying 2 pieces of candy, and that's the price for each piece. All right, so there's your work for today. Check everything with a calculator to make sure that your work is correct. And remember, you're just boxing over until you can steal something, and just go step at a time. If you make any mistakes, sometimes it's best to just rewrite the problem next to it and try to rework it rather than find your mistake. All right, good luck. If you have any questions, please ask whatever adult is in the room. All right, time to work on that, get that done, and then do extra math into ST Math. Nice job today.